We love viewer suggestions on the channel. Somebody recently asked me, hey, do a video of your top 5 songs of all time, which I did, and it was rough to do. Today, Lauren's going to get in on it and share her top 5 songs of all time, coming right up. Hey, it's Russ and Lauren from right here on the Infectious Groove Music channel, and you have fielded more than a few viewer suggestion videos now. I've done more than a few on the channel, and this one in particular, somebody asked what my top 5 songs were of all time, and you were like, hey, can I do that too?
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah. I mean, it's hard to pick your top 5 songs of all time, but if you would, this is going to be mostly focused on you. Go through, let us know what your top 5 are, and you know, a little bit about why each pick made it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So my number 5 is Never Tear Us Apart by INXS. And it's weird, you know, it's a love song, but honestly, this song makes me think of my brother because we both accidentally realized that we love INXS. One of us would just kind of always turn the volume up when we were in the car together when they came on. And this song especially. And I don't know. It's such a cool song. I love a good soulful saxophone part. And it's, the song is just great. Like, you really can't deny it. But, like, it always gives me a little smile just because, you know, my brother pops into my head when I hear it.
And like I say, I'm not going to comment too much on these just because they're, you know, your picks. But absolutely fantastic song.
Yeah.
You know. What do we got in at number 4?
So this was very hard to do. This was really difficult. I'm almost regretting asking if I could.
Right.
But at number 4, I have Annie's Song by John Denver, mostly because I submit that this is one of the prettiest songs that ever existed, and it's like a warm hug of a song. And I like songs that make you feel that way. And I'm also a sucker for a good love song. I really am.
Yeah, and like I say, I'm not going to comment too much on each one, but John Denver is one of those artists that I hope has more of a renaissance soon, because as big as he was when he was out, ever since his untimely death, it's kind of like faded more and more in a way what he did.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, he had a huge amount of hits, but this particular song, like you said, is just so gorgeous that like more people should know it now.
Yeah.
I think, than they did.
I feel like if you were to ask, like, to put together like a modern American songbook, this song would have to be in it.
Yeah, I know. I absolutely agree. A very non-American band comes in at number 3 for you.
So I had a really hard time. I knew that ELO needed to be on this list because I listened to them a lot. And here's what I did. I actually went through my past 6 years of Spotify Wrapped, and this is the one ELO song that made my top.
Common denominator.
That made my top every single year.
So why do you think? Why do you think it's the one that you listen to more than every other ELO song?
Because it does everything I love about ELO. The song has parts. It's Waterfall from Face the Music, and it's got a great slow piano bit. It's got like big swelling drum fills, and then it's got a bridge in the middle with like weird little synth things happening. Like, it's everything I love about ELO in one song.
Right on. And so, ergo, it's got to make your top 5.
Right.
Especially with the history of it being in your Wrapped for the past 6 years.
You should have seen me. I'm like pouring through my Spotify Wrapped. I was like, okay, that one, every year since 2017, it's been there.
I know that you have 2 left, and your number 1 and your number 2 are far different from each other.
They are.
However, a little bit of insight for the people who watch the channel. Personally, I think number 2 should be your theme song in life. Like, I think most people, if you ever have the pleasure of meeting Lauren in person and then you hear this song, you'll be like, that song reminds me of that lady. So what is your number 2 song?
And you nailed it too. It's I'll Be Mellow When I'm Dead by Weird Al Yankovic. And yeah, this is here because I do think that this is my theme song.
Yeah, this is your theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we always say this, but the description links to all these songs are going to be in the description. So if you're like Weird Al adjacent and you only know like Amish Paradise or whatever, which is totally fine, but if all you know is like 1 or 2 parodies from Weird Al, this is an original song of his from his first record too, right?
Yep.
Hit the link, and then I assure you, if you're just a casual viewer of this channel, you will very well know Lauren after you listen to "I'll Be Mellow When I'm Dead."
It's true.
By Weird Al.
It's true.
Yeah. The one in number 1 is not a surprise for me, but I think that it might come as a surprise to some people. So what is, and are you like me? Is this where if you could, you love this song so much that if you could only hear one song on repeat for the rest of your life, this would, this would do it? Okay.
Yep.
What do you got?
Tiny Dancer by Elton John. And we were in the car just the other day and Tiny Dancer came on and I said, this is my favorite song. Like, period. You know, because sometimes you say, oh, this is my favorite song by a particular artist. This is just my favorite song and has been since I was probably 12.
Mm-hmm. I could take a guess as to why for a couple of things, but what's your reasoning?
Well, it's one of the few songs that I like can actively remember the first time I heard it. Mm-hmm. I was sitting in the car with my dad and we were waiting to pick my mom up from work and he had Madman Across the Water on CD in the car. And I remember looking through the booklet listening to this album in the car with my dad, and Tiny Dancer is what kicks off the album. And so like when I hear this song, I see what the album art looks like. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of remember sitting in the car with my dad, and it's just, I was so moved.
Everything all together makes it into a huge thing. That's totally understandable. I have a lot of instant recall on songs like that for the first time I heard it or a time and a place, but I don't think any of them made it into my top 5. So that's cool that in addition to it being a great song, you have also that personal connection to it. So she did it. She went ahead and volunteered as tribute for this one to give her top 5 songs of all time. Do us a favor. Let us know if you're enjoying the content by at least dropping a like on the video. Hit the links in the description. Listen to some of these songs. Drop us a comment and let us know what you think of Lauren's picks, or if you hear "I'll Be Mellow When I'm Dead" and what you think of that song. And by all means, drop a comment and let us know what some of your favorite songs are of all time. Maybe it's some of these artists but different songs. And of course, you'd have your own personal reasons. And as we always say on the channel, thank you so much for watching.